נאמן לשלם שכר טוב. You know, every time it says, אני השם is נאמן לשלם שכר טוב. אני השם also, when it's not שכר טוב, when it's פורענות, נאמן לשלם. In other words, you could count on my word, it's going to happen. However, over here, we're not talking about any פורענות, we're not talking about any שכר טוב. It seems to be like a story. וירא אל אברהם, אל יצחק ואל יעקב ואל שדי, ושמי אדוני לא נודעתי להם. He's telling us a story. וגם הקימותי את בריתי איתם, לתת להם את ארץ כנען, את ארץ מגוריהם אשר גרו בה. וגם אני שמעתי את נאקת בן ישראל אשר מצרים מעבידים אותם. Now there's a חידוש. וגם אני שמעתי את נאקת בן ישראל. However, Akshbuchu says, you know what is the complaint of the clan Israel is אשר מצרים מעבידים אותם. They're complaining that Mitzrayim is making them suffer. This is a big chidush. What should they have complained about? They should have complained about the Golus, not about Mitzrayim מעבידים אותם. פרק ג' in תהילים, it says like this, מזמור לדוד בבורחו מפני אבשלום בנו. The Gemara says, מזמור לדוד? קינה לדוד מבעילה. You sang a song because your son is chasing after you? It should be kina. So the Gemara says, no, because David HaMelech was told before, הנני מקים עליך רעה מביתך, and David HaMelech didn't know who's going to be the tool of the punishment of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Maybe it's going to be a Eved. Maybe it's going to be somebody that is a slave. He will have no mercy on him. Now that he knows that it is his son, it's known that the son has mercy on his father and the father has mercy on his son. Therefore, he's happy that it is happening. That's why he's saying, Mizmor LeDavid and not Kino LeDavid. The question stays. The minute the sons decide to kill his father, there is no more mercy. What's the difference if he kills him using a bullet, or by slaughtering him, or by hanging him? What's the difference? He's going to die. Avshalom was looking to kill his father. So, what's the Mizmor LeDavid? So the Mefarshim say, you know what's the Mizmor LeDavid? He said, you know, when something goes wrong, I know that Akshbuchu is in charge. Why? Because it does not make any sense that the son that normally in the regular current of events is supposed to have Rahmanut on his father, and now he wants to kill him. So the nature way is that he's supposed to have a Rahmanut on his father. But now that he wants to kill him, it means that this is not the normal way. If this is not the normal way, it means Hashem is in full control of the situation. Why is it so? The Pasuk in Mishpatim says like this. The Pasuk in Mishpatim says, כי תצא אש ומצאה קוצים ונאכל גדיש או הקמה או השדה שלם ישלם המבעיר את הבעירה. The Ohr HaChaim HaKadosh says there is a different way to read the pasuk. כי תצא אש, if has v'shalom comes ash, which is the fire, but the fire of anger from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He can't take anymore the bad behavior of the Klal Israel. Umatzah kotzim. Who's the fire is going to find first? Kotzim. What's kotzim? Thorns. Who are the thorns in the Klal Israel? The Rishaim, Gemurim. And if it's not enough to calm down that anger of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, as lo alenu v'nechal gadish. What is the gadish? The gadish are the little children, says the Ohr HaChaim HaKadosh. Why the little children first? Since they are the guarantee of the continuity of the Talmud Torah and the Klal Israel, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu took them as the guarantors of the Matan Torah, the children, So they are going first. And if Has v'Shalom is not enough to calm the anger, then Hakama, who's the Kama? That's the leaders of the Klal Yisrael, the one that are standing. And if it's not enough, Hasadeh, then Has v'Shalom, the entire Klal Yisrael could go. However, says the Rahim HaKadosh, what happens? Shalem yeshalem ha'maveiret ha'be'era. A person, whoever he is, will come up to Shamayim after 120 years, and they're going to tell him, you know that you killed the Gadol Ador. And me? Never been in Eretz Yisrael. Never been in his city. I don't even know who he is. With all due respect, you have a mistake in the files. He says, no. Ha'maveiret ha'be'era. You are the kind of people that participated in the averot that created the anger, and therefore you're going to be responsible also for the passing of these children, of these leaders, of all the tzaddikim, of all the Gdolei Ador. Shalem yeshalem, you're going to pay even for this, because you were part of Hamaveirat HaBe'era. You were part of the guys that set up the fire, the anger of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and created all these situations. So ask the Rahim HaKadosh, what does it say over here? When we're talking about the children, it says V'ne'echal Gadish. But however, for the Rishaim it says Umatze'a Kotzim. And it found the Kotzim. The logic will be, first V'ne'echal Kotzim. First you should actually burn the Kotzim, and then Haz v'Shalom the rest. No, the other guys, it's like really by mistake. If it found them on their way, then it's going to burn them. So he says, because there are people that could, by their bad behavior, disconnect themselves, Chas v'Shalom, from the Ashgaha Pratit of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're not interested? עוזבים את עצמם במקרה הזמן. You're not interested? No problem. Live your life. I'm going to let you live your life, and you're going to be handled by nature. Live your life on your own. Don't come to me. You're not interested by me? No problem. Get away. David HaMelech, when he said, Mizmor leDavid bevorcho mipnei Avshalom beno, he said, Baruch Hashem, when you said, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hanini mekim alecha, ra'a mibetecha, he thought it was so bad that HaKadosh Baruch Hu told him, okay, that's what it used to be in their times, you know. The Avadim will come and make a coup d'etat and kill the king and take over. That's what the Hashmonaim did. That's what that's what the Hashmonaim suffered, not did. All over, it was all over like that. Hashverosh, everybody did it. So he thought that Chas v'Shalom, that's what's going to happen. But now that he saw that it was completely strange to the nature of fact, then he understood that, no, this is Ashgaha Pratit. If this is Ashgaha Pratit, I have to be thankful to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Even in the worst situation. Why? Because now I could see that there is Ashgaha Pratit. The Gemara in Masechet Brachot talks about Yisurim. And the Gemara wants to know, the Mahloket Rabbi Yochanan and Rish Lakish. Where do we learn from that Yisurim is Memarakin et ha'avonot? Yisurim, the suffering that a person have, could clean himself, clean him from his misbehavior. So Rabbi Yochanan says we learn it from Eved. In Parashat Mishpatim it says that if a person causes his Eved to lose a shen or ayin, a tooth or an eye, so v'yatza, he should be hofshi. So Rabbi Yochanan says it's a kal v'chomer. If a Eved, just by losing one tooth or one eye, he is able to go out free. Kal v'chomer, a person that his entire body is suffering, he has Yisurin in his entire body, that he should be set free. That the Averot should not be anymore after him. Rish Lakish says no, it's not Kal Vachomer. It's Gzera Shava. Where is it from, Gzera Shava? It says about Aharon velo tashbit berit melach me'al korbanecha, that there should never ever be missing any salt on the korban. And it says in Sof Parashat Kitavo ele divrei haberit, the same way it says Rish Lakish, the melach is mematek et habasar, the salt is actually eating up the meat, the flesh. The same way the Yisurim are memarikin gufo shel adam, they clean up the body of the person, and therefore he becomes free of the averot. That's the way to clean himself from the averot. So says Rish Lakish, this is the limud. The limud is Gzera Shava. The maaseh. Which limud is stronger? I'm asking you. Which limud is stronger, Rabbi Yochanan or Rish Lakish?
Which one was it? Gzera Shava or what?
Or Kal Vachomer. Rabbi Yochanan says Kal Vachomer. Gzera Shava. Yeah. Gzera Shava is a stronger limud. Why? Because you know Gzera Shava is halacha Moshe Sinai. Kal Vachomer, Adam dan Kal Vachomer la'atzmo, and it's not always.
Yeah, but
right.
Rabbi Slabodka, they said Lamali Kurasvarahu. Today in Yeshivas we would say the other way, Lamali Svara Krahu. Must be that Svara is even higher before Torah. Is this a steer to your...
It's not a stira to what I have to say, but we know that la halacha Gzera Shava is stronger. Maybe over there it's in Mahashava.
Logic.
Yeah, it's in Mahashava, but with la halacha is different. So let's go see over there. If we look at the pasuk says like this. וגם הקימותי את בריתי איתם לתת ארץ כנען את ארץ מגוריהם אשר גאובה, וגם אני שמעתי את נאקת בני ישראל אשר מצרים מעבידים אותם. What's the טענה of הקדוש ברוך הוא? שמעתי את נאקת בני ישראל. What's the claim of the clan Israel? מצרים מעבידים אותם. They're not saying הקדוש ברוך הוא, we got enough of the galut. No, we got enough of the Mitzri. We're okay with the galut. It's just it will have been better if the government will be given more money and will have more space, and houses in Lakewood will be much cheaper, and all the groceries will be also much cheaper, and Bichlal, if BMG will be giving 2 more zeros in the paycheck, it will be much better. That's all they're saying. They're not saying we got enough of the galus. They're saying וגם אני שמעתי את נאקת בני ישראל אשר מצרים מעבידים אותם. So if that's so, according to Rabbi Yochanan, this is not memarek et ha'avenot. Why? Because who's causing the Eved to be set free? Only when the Adon causes the Eved to lose Shen va'ayin. But if somebody else in the street makes Shen va'ayin to the Eved, is the Eved free? No. They're not saying that. Hashem is saying they're complaining that the Mitzrim are doing it. That's the ta'ana. Comes Hakadosh Baruch Hu says, you know what? You're lucky. Rish Lakish has it differently. Va'ezkor et beriti. If it's a din of berit, no matter who puts the salt on the meat, as long as the meat is being eaten up by the salt, yes? So the result is there, and therefore you could be cleaned. So that's what the pasuk says, the two things. But otherwise, what have to do one with the other? So he's coming to say, Va'ezkor et beriti. And that's why he starts, Ani Hashem. You know what? I'm going to do it no matter what. Why? Because I have the tzad of Va'ezkor et beriti. This is the kind of avodah that we have to look into, Rabotai. To look into the real cause. Not what's the mesovev. Not what's the first effect of the cause is making us feel like. Sometimes we have the feeling like, oh, he hit me. No, stop 1 minute and think one more minute. Who caused him to hit you? אין אדם זוקף אצבעו מלמטה אלא אם כן גזרו עליו מלמעלה. That's true, you're going to resolve it in Beis Din. That's secondary. But the truth of the matter, if you were smart enough, you wouldn't even need to go to the Beis Din to resolve it. Hoy Ashur shevet api, says the Navi. You think that it's Ashur that is causing the trouble? No, shevet api. Ashur is only a tool in my hand. It's only an excuse. Because if every time I had to resolve something, says HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I will send something out from heaven, then you lose all the Behira, you lose all the free will. You won't be able to function. So I have to create a situation where it is Ashur that is doing the thing. Now if you're smart enough and you know, and everybody knew that you're going to Mitzrayim for Galus, so why et na'akat ben Yisrael asher Mitzrayim ma'avidim otam? HaKadosh Baruch Hu sent you down to Galus. So you should be down here. Okay, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, listen, we lost it. We don't know what to expect. Just open our eyes that we should just fulfill the purpose of this Galus and we'll be out. Forget about Mitzrayim. How many people get into trouble and they run away to different place, to different country, they change their jobs and they divorce and they tried every kind of excuse or of a small patch, will you say. No, it's not even a patch, it's a band-aid. But you don't put a band-aid on a broken bone. If you keep breaking your bones, you have to ask yourself, something is wrong with my body. It's nothing to do with the guys from the outside. And the band-aid is not going to help you. That's what the Pasuk is trying to provide over here. And the only reason for which HaKadosh Baruch Hu is doing this Va'ezkor et beriti. Va'ezkor et beriti. והייתי לכם לאלוקים, ולקחתי אתכם לי לעם, והייתי לכם לאלוהים, וידעתם כי אני אדוני אלוהיכם, המוציא אתכם מתחת סבלות מצרים. What you seem to take as סבלות מצרים, that's not what it is. I am the one making it. If you realize that, the sivlot will be completely different. The approach, the perspective will be completely different. That's what we have to work on, Rabotai. We have to try to open our eyes from a different angle and try to look at things in life differently. It'll make life much sweeter than what it is until now.